this tastes awful. Hello. I'm sick and tired of coughing, so I've got a cough drop in my mouth right now. It tastes horrible, but maybe I won't cough half of this stream or something. So, as far as I know, there's nothing else new, so the next one would be starting the letter P. Palace of Fine Dream by Vladislav. Bithro with a weird looking H and a... Is that a normal R or not? Just all of these letters in Bithro look kind of strange to me. Bithro quietly ate in the Hall of Warriors. Suddenly he heard two soldiers whispered. He heard two soldiers whispered about what? The palace. About what dash the palace? He asked me what they are. Who's me? Who's the first person in this description? And they have responded to the Palace of Dreams. The Palace of Dreams was talking to them? A beautiful place, no one could... Dobrtsya. Dobrtsya. Okay. According to rumors, there arose Killer, and the king of the deep Mogustchinstvy Empire. Mogustchinstvy. Okay. We need a sequel to this hold where we explain where this word comes from. Is their country ... which is a lot of them. Well, I would guess maybe not forgot, but like didn't ask an expert to do it, just maybe had Google Translate or something. Mogustchinstvy. I aspire to come up with a name for something more absurd than that. I mean, as half as absurd as that. So, I guess this is City Beneath based. The travel beginning. Bithro felt that his journey began. He sensed that his trip will be snowing. What? Okay, I'm not trying to make fun of the person's English. Just to be clear, there's just something about the absurd phrasing that results from a poor translation sometimes that I can find inherently hilarious to read. Like, his trip will be snowing. So the action of, like, the trip that he's taking, the action of traveling from one place to another, that action is snowing. And he felt that his journey began. He didn't know that his journey was beginning because... I don't know. Anyway, okay. We're off to a good start. Looks like this is just going to open everyone up. About a billion brained Amtlich all over the place. Yep. Okay. This is a first room, alright. Oh, okay. So, Mighty Empire, I guess. Just in English it sounds really strange. How do I survive this group? Yeah. Welcome to my hole. Here's a million brained Amtlich. You have to step here to start the room. Actually, hang on. I kind of wonder if I'm supposed to come around and kill them from here. Because you can open everything with this orb also. I mean, there are exits to the south and north. And, well, this room looks totally different. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's a weird apparatus. Why? Okay. I guess that makes sense. I forgot what all was being said. Why are there just random buttons that close the doors on you? Do they actually mean something? And also a complete non-puzzle of getting this trap door gate open. Alright. Sure, what's to the south? Oh. Just look at this majesty. It says death, and it's made of slayers. I see. So if you try to cheese the room by... Oh, okay. If you do anything that causes a queen to be in the top row, she'll push a button and open the way to death. That's an interesting mechanic to employ. Even with the restriction of the queens having to go south, though, this is not a very hard room. Still pretty easy, though. Ah, this room has some guards. That was intelligent of me. Look at the squares you step into. I guess you mean these. Alright, so now that I've done that, here's a trap involving goblins and wubbas, I suppose? Yeah, alright. I'll just stand here. Everything will die eventually, right? Mostly. Okay, I shouldn't stand right here. I should move... okay, I'll move between these two bomb zones. That should get rid of most of the goblins and a lot of the wubbas. Eventually. Yeah, that'll do. I should be able to get out of the room now. Just a little bit of a pain with all these goblins about. It's too bad there's not some way to trap the goblins in the area with bombs that they start in. That would really be ideal. They pretty much instantly get up here. Well, if I turn my sword at the right time, I'll kill maybe one or two more of them. Alright. It's an odd room, just overall. But I guess that maybe goes without saying. I mean, it's technically just kind of an enemy spam thing going on here. In a really awkward sort of way. Alright, well I know how to kill a goblin crowd under the condition that I have a wall behind me like this. If a wubba doesn't totally spoil it, at least. There we go. Oh, go away, you. Well, I guess I need to change tactics at this point. Okay. Can I even get out at this? I don't think I can get out. I don't know. This room is just really oddly designed. Maybe if I start out closer to the exit like this, in a more open space, I'll be better off. Maybe. Like if I'm over to the east and all the wubbas are west of me. That's probably a little better. Oh, this usually works. I guess there's too much room to the south. Well, I could leave. This room is tricky entirely because there are... Which of these buttons is lock? Shift, okay. I completely forgot which button locks the room. Anyway, this room is tricky, but it's entirely just because there's goblins in a wide open space, and not really because it feels like it was designed carefully or anything. I would guess that maybe the architect found a way to make the bombs kill even more of the goblins than I did. Oops. Alright, I can kill these two running north, but I probably shouldn't do it that way. The Wubbas require me to move diagonally rather than orthogonally in order to be able to get out later. Don't want to be trapped there either. That's rid of him. Can I get out? I don't think I can get out. Get out a little sooner, maybe? Sorry for Wubba noise spam. Just 2 goblins to go. And now they've buried themselves, of course. Oh boy. Extracting a goblin from a crowd of wubbas is not really a standard technique, it seems like. It'd be kind of hard to make a room to specifically teach it, because it's just something that happens sometimes in a room that happens to have enough wubbas and goblins in it. Well, at least it's not medium. I'd like to claim that it was well done, but I know better. I think I kind of stole that joke, honestly. From Alice Cooper, of all people. Alright. Finally done with this nightmare. Let's go south. Why? 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 That's all I can say to this. Okay. At first I was going to say, why is there a big green door here if there's not a room to the south? Now my question is, why didn't you make the shape of the last room's exit, you know, the same as the shape of this room's entrance? gotta get rid of that. Okay, just making sure I'm not making a mistake. But I was saying I gotta get rid of that Wraithwing. I wasn't sure if I needed a Wraithwing for this snake trap over here, but obviously I don't because there are goblins all over the place. I only need one though. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, it is. That's kind of neat. It's a boat infested with snakes initially, and you have to uninfest it before you can take it out for a voyage. Also, I guess this is where the postmastery is, because video games. Oh, there's another boat here. I don't think they thought this through very well. I mean, maybe they did. Hold on. So I need to avoid being in any place that's covered by two Onflich at the same time. Do I need that Roach Queen shield to survive in this room? I'm not sure. I mean, it could be a clever room where I do need them. But I have no real definitive faith in the architect that they would have actually made a room quite that clever. That would be a cool thing to make. Like a room where you're on a raft and there's a bunch of Roach Queens, and you think at first, oh man, I gotta dump all these Roach Queens. But actually you need them to help you survive, to help you get past the Onflich. It would have to be a fairly big raft to kind of justify the whole idea. But I think you could make it work. Anyway, I don't think this is that, though. I think this is just, look at this sweet boat graphic I made. Let's use it twice. Also, there's a bunch of pit platforms over water here. Because why not? Oh, hold on. There we go, rid of him. I do like how very little I have to actually engage with these Onflich, though. That's kind of nice. Or really any of the enemies in the room. Just dunk them off into the water. Very simple. I'll just kill him. These tiny little platforms get really annoying after not too long. Because they're in the way and they're mildly tedious to move out of the way. But you gotta do it. Alright, just you, buddy. I can finally abandon this boat, I think. Oh. Check out my sweet room, guys. It has 3 water skipper nests. Yep. Alright. I guess that's what the whole boat section was leading up to. this. Sure. Alright. Moving on. Okay. Really awkward room transitions. Oh boy. I can finally get back. Wait. How do I get back? Am I stuck? I think I found a backtracking issue here. How did this get approved? I mean, you saw those rooms below me. There's no other way out of any of them, right? Let's see, there's not an exit to the east or west of this room. Maybe there's an exit to the east or west of that room? I mean, you literally, if there's a blue door anywhere, you have to go to these rooms and then get back to finish the hold. So this is TCB era, which I was under the impression by TCB era we had HAs to say, yo, this isn't finished, or you can't finish, you know, you have to be finishable. Ah, here we go. Secret weird exit just to get to the next room. But I think I see a way to go east from here, which means we're not stuck. Cool. What's with this weird this? Why this? Why? What is this? What is that? Why are there 10,000 Slayers in this room? Whose idea was this? I mean, I know whose idea it was, Ladislav or whatever. But, like, wow. Alright, well, it's not too hard to kill Slayers when you have haste. I guess. Oh, did you? I just see... Oh, there is stairs. Why? What is this? I mean, I can't actually go there, so why does that exist? I guess there are more stairs amid the trapdoors there. Does this say 16? It looks like it says 16 in the trapdoors and orbs and whatnot. I don't know why it says 16, but it looks like it does. Also, there's no scripting in this room, but I think the Slayers are lagging it. Maybe? Oh, it's all... Oh, there's more stairs under the mud. I guess that's some kind of stairway... Is that thing? I don't know. This is really strange. Just everything about this is odd. One down. I don't actually want to kill all of these guys. I just want to get past them to the east and see what's over there. Yeah. I think you can create undue lag if you put enough Slayers in a big enough room. I mean, I don't think the undue lag is bad, but I'm pretty sure it exists here. Do all the wisps belonging to a Slayer get destroyed when he dies? I think they do, but I don't remember for sure. Like if we have a bunch of... Huh. Also, if you die to a particular Slayer, his wisps get highlighted for you, which is kind of interesting. I guess because they're considered a part of his graphic and the game wants to show you the graphic of both you and the thing that killed you as the rest of everything fades to black. This is just a fascinating decision to make a hold like this. Alright, I can finally go east. Oh boy. Okay, that opens the way for more goblins. which I guess is important. Alright, let's just take care of this thing. Is there a trapdoor? There's no trapdoor gate here. This room says 15. Why does this room say 15? Why does the previous room say 16? I don't understand why we're numbering rooms in this particular way. Why are only some rooms numbered and not all of them? I'm dropping all the trapdoors anyway because I'm feeling paranoid. Just mildly. That's kind of a problem. I guess I should lure that guy out and then try to kill him. Oh, yeah. It's a really badly placed roach right there. Or I guess to be more accurate, it's like the brain is a problem. How? Well, there's probably some way to just juke around him. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. No more brains. No more brainedness. I shouldn't move that way. Alright, so everything on this little island will die if I... Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So I need to not interfere with those fuses. But I should probably drop all of the trapdoors attached to this that I can. Alright, there. Just keep everyone on the island. I'll have to lure that guy over. And those guys. Interesting. Very strange. Alright, no more queens. What's with the orphan bomb? Did you not check where the bombs were going to explode? Alright, there. Okay. I guess I need to open this door. So I should do this. What do these do? Okay. Well, sure, those close the north door, but I can just exit back to the south again. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's a weird way to create a... That's a weird combination for just a simple restriction, but... I mean, you could have just made it made the other orbs close the other doors, right? I don't know, whatever. Very slowly killing snakes, oh boy. Wait, why don't I just go north and then come back and deal with this? Yeah. This is much easier. Why? Why is it like this? It's as if it was designed to be broken. Alright. Well, I suppose that's just how it is. You can either do the room the hard way, coming in from the south, or, you know, just do it the easy way. So, why did we skip a room to get to 14? Why isn't this 14 and that 13? Are we counting down to something? Oh good, he trapped himself. Okay, now I push this. see. Alright, now I push this. Alright, so I do need to face only a particular direction to finish this off, I guess. So, given that the way that rattlesnake has trapped itself, it has to be northwest. Or not? Well, actually, hang on. Why don't I just... This is so weird. I can reopen the door whenever I want to. Yeah, I could also have solved the problem that way. But I literally... Like, this doesn't create any actual restriction whatsoever, because I can reopen the door whenever I want to. Heck. I don't understand. It's like they wanted to enforce something, but they didn't really want to enforce it, so they only sort of enforced it. I don't know. Whatever, room done. What's 14? 14 is a... okay. I guess that'll be important later? Oh boy. Look at that briar, man. Okay, this is the serious please only face one direction room. Oh. There's a scroll in here. I gotta try to read that. So, I guess I have to hit this first. And because there's 2 rooms with snakes in them, I have to hit that one. What does the scroll say, though? Oh yeah, these are brain snakes, by the way. Because everything else isn't bad enough. What a pain. Alright, let's just try to kill the guys out here first, I guess. I can kill adders quickly if I can get them in that alignment with me, but that's not too easy a thing to do all the time. Oh hey, somebody killed themselves. How nice. Alright, 2 down. Orb noises the room, the level, the whole, the game. Yeah. Orb noises the level needs to be a title of something. Like a bunch of really easy rooms, except that they've got like all of them instead of walls. Like they're all really actually just small rooms with big walls around them, but inside, instead of actually having walls, you have like 1 tile's width of wall, and then the entire rest of it is a setup of decoys with swords on orbs that do nothing. Just so you can experience the sound of door noises. I guess that would be a good entry for another Trollholds contest if we ever made another of those. Although I can't imagine why we would. I mean, it's meaningless, of course, if you can just mute sound effects, but... One interesting thing is that the noise is actually ambient, so it actually is quieter farther away. This is mostly just tedious to achieve, honestly. I appreciate the little bit of cleverness in realizing that the snakes would be immune to all this briar, at least. So you couldn't very well make this room... Well, this room would have a high chance of being leaky if it was any other monster group other than snakes. Although I suppose I can't be sure that the author actually realized they were doing that and didn't just feel like throwing some briar into the room along with the snakes. I think either possibility could have happened. There. Ah. Oh hey, the rattlesnakes have trapped themselves, but in a way that makes it impossible for me to finish the room. That's cool. What does this say? It says 14. That'd be pretty funny. So, yeah. This is a great room design. Look what I have to do. Wait. Can I still get away like this? Wait a minute. Sorry. Look, a secret. Or something. Can I take advantage of this to clear this room better? Easier, I mean? I think I can. So, this is only necessary to open that mimic potion. If I clear the room and I don't close that north door, I can exit north. Alright, this is much better. Now I don't have to worry about not being able to get through. I wish this had occurred to me sooner, but... Well, number one, I just didn't look at that door to the east carefully enough, but number two, I had no real confidence, even once I noticed that the architect would actually put a room to the east of here and hadn't just, you know, left a door there for no reason. I mean, thus far, they haven't done that sort of thing exactly, but they have had weird room edges thrown in just because. Which is enough to make me suspicious. Oh, snake wrangling. So much fun. I just want to know what's up with the numbers. Why are there numbers? All the scroll says is 14. What does that mean? Does it mean that those stairs go to the room that says 14 on it? Maybe. Yeesh. Alright, I think it's time to unbrain these snakes. Like, seriously. Let's fix this. No more brains for you. No more being intelligent. Gosh, that sounds horrible. Anyway, they got trapped in exactly the same way as before. Fascinating. It's like they wanted enforcement mechanisms for facing a certain way, but had never seen a successful one before in their life. Or had, but only half remembered how it worked. Ah, 14. Welcome to 14. This is a thing. How do I... How do I not die to this rattlesnake, but still push him... There we go. That works, I guess. Sort of. You know, if there wasn't a stupid adder in the way, it would. This is weirdly finicky and precise. Like, is it supposed to be this way? Where does this go? Okay, that just goes straight back. I guess you can do that right away. I guess I should do this until I get an opportunity to kill off an adder. There's no way to do that, though. What an awfully designed room, just in general. Alright, I guess I have to do this. This requires an incredibly specific dance to survive, eh? I don't know what to do at this point. Nope. What can I do here? I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't get in my personal space, Adder. Okay, that kind of works, maybe. Oh, this is fine. Alright, this is what I need. What a weird room. What a weird way to access a room. What a weird level. What a weird hole. I guess that just carries through everything. Alright, I finally reached the position that... Wait, what? Remember me, Beethro? 39th Slayer? Yes, I came back to kill you. How did you get back? Well, I killed you. I revived the country. It is more powerful and smarter than Deep Empire, and now I serve it. And as a present, I was allowed to kill you. I did not expect to meet you here. Well, if I killed you in that time, that means I'll kill you this time. I doubt. I was circumspect. Just complete nonsense. Okay, I need to be facing this way. Or at least eastish, at least. In order to kill off those gel babies when they happen. And apart from that, this is just a crazy trapdoor puzzle, I guess. Hooray, simultaneous trapdoor puzzles. So much fun. do this? That'll work. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Get him down here. Can get away with doing that. Or... Oops. So, Slayer, you enjoying just sitting up there doing literally nothing to me? I don't understand how this constitutes you killing me. Like all good trapdoor puzzles, this has a point where if you mess up, then you just have to start all over again. Okay. Ta-da! Is this supposed to kill me? Alright. Bye, 39th Slayer. I don't know why you're floating in the top right of this room, but I finally found my way back around to the entrance, which is what I've wanted to do this entire time. The fact that you can do this confirms for me that probably the intended solution is to do this. To just sort of cheese the room by leaving and coming back from a much more favorable entrance with a choke point. Yeah, they're just going to be in these two tiles. Just march to their doom like idiots. Oh, I see. The Slayer's supposed to appear here, I guess. Interesting. This is really strange because, like, this says I. There's competent puzzle design and, like, concepts in this, but at the same time, the end result is really not great. There's just a lot of very amateurish design decisions. I guess that's just characteristic of someone's first effort at a hold. But it feels really strange. Oh, I found the travel Midle. Alright, I think since we didn't even get an intro text, I guess I cleared the first level now, even though I didn't finish it? Okay. This seems like a good place to quit this hold. So that's the Palace of Fine Dream. Yeah, Vladislav, I did remember that correctly. Fascinatingly odd. So I guess I'll do the Journey to Rooted Hold remake. These don't look exactly the same. Well, should I peek at this one or just do that one? Because these don't look like they start the same. Alright, I'll peek at this one. Palace of Puzzles by Vortex Surfer. 10 tricky trials. Alright. Oh, wait. Wanted, Exterminator. Low level of monster activity guaranteed. Okay. What is this construction? It looks interesting on the map, at least. Yep. Alright, there's a blue door. Oh, alright. Soldiers on parade. Don't turn around more than you have to. A Sam Lloyd puzzle. What? This looks like a nightmare. What is this? What is any of this? Let's look at the rooted hold version and not push F1 by accident. Okay. A choice for those who have been here before. Okay. Version check. I don't know how that's a version check, but okay. I want to see it all starts at the ground floor, or been there, done that, which skips the original 10 puzzles. I guess I'll see it all. Okay, this is the same intro text, and we've just changed decoration, but the entrance is a secret room? Welcome to the Palace of Puzzles. Just let yourself in, please, and feel right at home. And remember, this is a non-scripted place. Please behave accordingly. Whatever that means. So hey, did Architects Edition or whatever not have scrolls? Oh wait, no, there were scrolls before, so I don't know. Whatever, anyway. Same wall setup, except now it's made of obstacles and weird statue type. Oh, and also this is upside down from before. Fascinating. Alright, well, I guess I'll take a look at these for real. I see. What is this? Added up, what plus the each equals heck. Replace the letters by digits 0 through 9. Different letters represent different digits. No number starts with a 0. Given the maximal input size, there is only one possible solution. Enter the numbers via the orbs to the right using binary notation. The result may not look right until you process it by traversing the doors above. Every addition will be processed correctly, but only the correct solution will open all of the gates with spiders in them. What? I don't understand, but okay. So how do I understand this as binary addition? Like, is this... what does this mean? What does pressing this orb mean? The language is not helpful, really. Like, I don't understand how this is supposed to translate into numbers. Like, where is the first place? I understand that, but I don't understand how to input the solution, which is kind of a huge problem. Like, is what I'm looking at right now a series of, I don't know, let's see, (24 zeros? And if so, which of these is the highest order 0? Is this the highest order 0? If I turn this to 1, am I to understand that? But then what's this? Why is there an extra door here? I don't understand this. Wait, both of those toggle both of... why? What? Why? Why? What? Huh? Why do both of these toggle why? How do I understand this? So is this 0 and this 1 and its current state is uninitialized? Is that what I'm supposed to understand? Well, you know what? I can see the spiders. So I know I need that door open. So I guess I'll just go by that. I mean, I don't understand how else to do this. Well, I shouldn't toggle anything here, because both of the spiders are already in the right place. I still don't understand how this is binary, though, if I can just choose not to enter a door at all. Well... Anyway. Oh, okay, that sort of makes sense. I guess I'm just cheating, is what's happening here. All things considered. because I can see where the spiders are, which I assume that someone playing this in Rooted Hold wouldn't have been able to do. Alright. Oops. So, what does this make the numbers? 10010100000 and 001100111111. Alright. I guess this is performing the addition. And we're taking advantage of the Half machinery to help us perform the addition. They used some other technique before. Alright, well, I cheated, and I don't know what the actual answer to the actual puzzle was. A deeply fascinating machine, but totally, completely obsolete these days. Ooh, look at that image. Military tactics, eh? Don't turn around more than you have to. Another Sam Lloyd puzzle. We haven't seen the first one, though. That timer should not start before you start the actual puzzle. That is so annoying. Okay, so this is just drop all the trapdoors, but don't turn around more than you have to, blah blah blah. Basically, step on all the tiles kind of thing would be the original puzzle, I guess. I have no idea how to minimize turns, so I'm just gonna try my first instinct and see what happens. Yeah, I have no idea how to solve this. Moving on. Solitaire with spaces between. Remove all pegs but one which has to finished. Remove all pegs but one which has to finished. On the target position. Make a move by bumping into a door of the square you want to jump over. For horizontal moves, use the left or right doors. For vertical moves, the top and bottom ones. What? So... what? I don't understand. Is this the Cracker Barrel game? But different? Then why... Okay, what happens if I do this? What does this do? So, hang on. At this stage, Half is trapped, so I have to do this. And... okay. So pushing either of these is telling it that I want to jump this guy downward. Okay. And because of the weird, awkward way that this is all designed, it becomes necessary to not just hit one door, but two of them, I guess. Okay, so Half can't if that's an invalid move. This is deeply fascinating, but I don't think it really... it's not very good. Like, if I really wanted to experience the puzzle that this represents, I'm quite sure that I would have a better time just doing it in a program designed for this puzzle instead of this really contrived thing. Anyway, I've never really been able to do the Cracker Barrel puzzle very consistently, and although this has a different shape, so it might be more solvable, I don't see myself having much success here either. Oh, but apparently I'm not allowed to leave until I can open this. That's really weird. Anyway. Okay, what's this? There's a Lubba in this room that's in my way for no good reason. Sokoban. Push the blocks onto the target square. Oh. Okay. Push them onto the checkpoint squares by pushing. Okay. Oh, basic Sokoban. I've already done it so much, it's just silly. Why is there a Lubba in this room, though? Is there a good reason? Oh, it's a brained Lubba, too. I guess this is so you can't push things backwards or something. But it's hard to imagine that there's not some way to cheese the Lubba. Alright. Well... Oops. Did it? I honestly didn't see that. So it's Sokoban, but with a lot more movement. And of course we can make... Sorry. I swear I took a cough drop before I started this. Anyway, we could make this exact same puzzle idea, but much easier. And less, and more compact, and less tedious to actually engage yourself in nowadays, just using mirrors and orthosquares. Oh, go away. Mostly the love is just really annoying. Okay, well this is dead simple. Kinda. I guess I have to push that north first, though. There we go. Well done. Ta-da! Alright, that was pretty easy. I've played a lot of Sokoban puzzles, though, I guess. From Philadelphia to Erie, visit every city or brain exactly once. Uh-huh. I wonder what that other scroll says. You've reached your destination. I hope you didn't miss one of them. Okay, so that's the exit. Yeah, that looks like a pain to try to solve. What's this? So where's the scroll? Oh, bottom. I guess I'm supposed to enter from the south? Wolf, Goat, and Cabbage, aka Fox, Goose, and Corn, aka Tarbo, Baby Roach, and Rock Golem, you know what to do. Yes, in fact, I do know exactly what to do. Because I've seen this puzzle a million times, like all over the place. Alright, well... Which one is what, though? Alright, I guess I'm allowed to take this one. Now, I'm guessing you know what to do is supposed to be in the sense of you know what the puzzle's rules are or something. But in my case, it's you know what to do in precisely the sense of, well, the solution to this puzzle is basically a cliché at this point. You just have to backtrack once. That's like the whole thing. You backtrack a couple of times and you're done. Oh boy. I'm disappointed because people have made much more interesting variants with like a lot more monsters, with a lot more animals and objects that you need to deal with completely different and much more interesting relationships than just a three-way one eats, two eats, three kind of thing. Alright, what's this? Oh, this is to the south, so I guess I should go there. Four guys want to cross the river. The bridge only takes two at a time, and they have to carry a flashlight, i.e. B-throw, when crossing. They need 2, 4, 10, and 20 minutes to respectively cross the river. What is the shortest possible time? Grab this potion as quickly as possible. The four guys are represented by the four orbs to the right and above, ordered by the time they require to cross the bridge. The leftmost is the fastest. What's this? A complete Knight's Tour. Oh, heck no. I did this in Professor Layton. It was a pain. Wait, that wasn't Knight's Tour. That was Queen's. I stand by my no, though. Yeah. The very first Professor Layton game had it as its very final bonus puzzle. Just, here's 8 queens, arrange them on a chessboard. I had a methodical way to do it. I didn't look up a solution, but I had a methodical way to do it. It was a pain. Oh boy. I know exactly what this is. With a vengeance. Fill the bottle in the middle via the 5 and 3 gallon bottles with exactly 4 gallons, but don't overfill it. In that case, the bottle in the middle is simply emptied. Here's another challenge for you. Fill the left bottle with exactly 4 gallons and find out where that'll get you. Oh, okay. The amount of water is indicated by closed pairs of doors. Okay. The door to the right fills up the 3 gallon bottle. The door to the left, the 5 gallon bottle. Bump a door in the bottle to empty that bottle. Then bump doors in the target bottle to fill it up. Use the door on the far right to drain a bottle. Repeat the process as long as necessary. So this fills the 5 gallon. That fills the 3 gallon. This is a reference to the Simon Says guy in Die Hard, which I've seen the Mathologer episode explaining just how this works in general. So, let's see if I understand the controls. What a long, irritating path this is. Do I really have to do this every time I want to fill 1 gallon, one bottle with another one? Because wow, what a pain. Okay. Let's see. Oh, right, I remember what to do. Oh, so we want to fill this first. Then empty this into that. feeling mildly impatient, by the way. Sorry. Oh, well, that happened. Can't wait to do it over again. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, this is a wonderful time. Let's lock the room this time so that won't happen. Did I bug something out? I hope not. Anyway, so how do I empty this? Do I just do this to empty it out? No, that refills it. So if I want to just dump out the contents of this. Alright. Now I want to put this in there. Mithro singing the song of his people. Now I just need to do that again and I'll have 4. Is it really necessary that his path be so excruciatingly long for this to work? I just don't know. Oh, okay. Wait. No. Empty this. Then put this into that. Wait, what? He can't? Why can't he? Do I have to go all the way down, or? What a weird design. Okay. Alright, that's all 4. Now I can go kill the brain. And then it said to put 4 gallons into the left one for some reason. Which is really simple. I just take this. Wait, what? You can't? Why is it not possible? What broke? Something broke? Why? That's really strange. I don't understand this design, though. Like, I have 4 in this bottle. So all I want to do is put it back into this bottle. Why can't I do that? Oh well. I don't know what that's about. I can't kill the goblin from here. Well, I don't know what it wants from me, given that I was trying to do the exact thing it was asking me to do, but it wouldn't let me, which is really strange. Anyway. I guess I haven't looked at this. What's this? Oh, here's 8 queens. Okay, no. No. No 8 queens for me. That's not even a good setup to do the methodical way that I would have in mind. Alright. Well, that's nice. Let's move on. I'm ready to move to an actual hold again. So, Palace of the Travel by Komachi. A strange palace was built by Anne Mere architect, comma. Some years later that some smite masters tried conquer the palace but didn't return, and a legend was written. The legend says, of everyone who enters the palace, none shall exit. So this is the one that Komachi himself made a sequel to for the sequel contest, right? I could misremember, but that seems to be what I remember. Sorry for slurping. I didn't think that cup was that empty. Bah, more monsters to slay. This is boring. When you enter the palace, you hear a strange voice. Welcome to my palace. You can't use your weapons in my palace, so be careful. I've installed all you need to exit here alive, if you can. Without my sword, this is going to be more difficult than lowercase I expected. Right? So much like the sequel, this is swordless nonsense. Underground level, only professionals are allowed. Right? So I guess this is like the second floor of that thing. Where your goal is just to survive your way through. And it's all really silly and dumb. Okay. Well, I don't know. I immediately don't know what this room wants from me, because nothing works. And I don't appear to have any further options than what I'm trying. I mean, I can either go south or I can go east, and neither of those works. I guess I could curl around through here and be in an even worse situation for no good reason. Why would I do that? There's literally two options here, and both of them are death. And there's nothing I can do differently beforehand. I would appreciate a version of this hold where everything is exactly the same except that you have your sword. That'd be kind of cool. You know, if it's possible at least to beat. I don't understand what this wants from me. Every path is death. Maybe I'm supposed to get that roach out earlier? And then travel around this way? I don't get it. Nothing works. Nope, nothing works. None of the available options are functional. I guess it doesn't matter whether I get that on the return trip or on the way there. Oh, but we're gonna arbitrarily make 2 more roaches now, because whatever. I guess I took too long? So is this 100% magic sequence BS? Is that what the entire hold is? Here's a giant room to take a magic sequence through. I'm not committed to even finishing one room of this. Because this is not fun, and this is not what Drawd is supposed to be at all. Like, I appreciate coming up with, or trying to come up with an original idea, but this is completely antithetical to what Drawd is supposed to feel like, or be like at all. In my opinion. I don't remember how I got through this before. I guess that was it? Okay. just supposed to go in a circle until those other two come behind me? I don't know. I can't really go in a circle here. There's too much nonsense in the way. Well, this is too much of a magic sequence for me. I'm about ready to give up on this. You know, I've sometimes wondered myself, and maybe once someone has asked if I have intentions of, like, you know, in some distant future day were I to finish looking at all the holds A through Z, if I would go back and try to complete them on stream. This is a good example of why I definitely wouldn't complete all of them on stream, because I have no interest whatsoever in actually completing this whatsoever, on stream or off. Like, sure, the good holds that are actually fun to play and not complete magic sequence nonsense or completely impossible single room doom holds. Sure, maybe I'd try to actually complete or even master those. I can't think of any good motivating reason for me to bother trying to complete something like this when it's not fun to me, and anyone really interested in completing and scoring everything has already done this, so someone has done it already. Maybe even someone's done... Maybe someone better than me has recorded themselves doing it even. So I don't feel much of a need for me to do that, to suffer through this kind of nonsense for like 3 hours, getting through one room at a time for weeks. There's just no good reason to do that. Anyway, I'm not continuing this. Let's move on. The Palace's Drive. What are they driving? It's by Emmanuel, and it's their first hold. Ice Palace. Attention! These levels don't start very easy like a really first level. Okay. Yep. When you open the yellow doors, you must use the mimic to open the other yellow door. Okay, whatever that means. Huh. I don't think so. It sure doesn't remind me of that. I don't understand what that scroll was supposed to mean. I didn't have to do anything at the same time as anything else. I mean, I eventually needed to open all the yellow doors, and I did need the mimic for the eastern one, but there wasn't like any time consideration, like needing to do something quickly or simultaneously or whatever. Here's a bunch of helpless eyes here for no really apparent reason. Well, that happened. What's to the north? Hold on, I have a call. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Living situation arrangements are demanding sometimes. Yeah, I know, there were other exits. This is an interesting little thing. Oh. I thought for sure both sides would open at once, though. We're just gonna do one side at a time? It's kinda lame. Come on, send them both at me at once. What is this? I can take it. I got all this room to run back to. What's with this? Why is this here? I guess they just felt like extending the breakable walls a long way. For no real reason? Alright. Well, this room happened. It could have been a more interesting room if they had just bothered to do one change. Okay, is this an orb puzzle? Probably you don't... Probably you don't believe me. This is easier than you think. Okay. Do I just hit all the orbs? Yes. Although their connections are not exactly just one orb opens one door, you just hit the orbs from left to right. Okay, that's fine. If you're gonna put in an orb puzzle, at least you did that. Let's see what's to the north, I guess. Queens. I didn't comment on it at the time, but it is at least mildly amusing, that 10 puzzles thing, that the 8 queens puzzle involves killing roach queens as a reward. Was I supposed to leave all those queens alive while I did this? Because I can't see any good reason to have done so. Whoops. Instead, it's just a weirdly tedious orb puzzle that doesn't really achieve anything. Okay. The pipeline's getting stuck. Interesting. Ta-da! North. Oh, look. Wow. Such puzzle. I mean, I don't even need these doors. I mean, a halfway decent snake manipulator, which I'm not, but could totally just push him into the entrance. Ta-da! 31st place. Let's see if first place pushes him into the entrance. Wolf Castle. Wolf Castle's a cool username. They just dump him right to the left. Okay. What be this? I don't know. I think maybe describing your hold as not being easy like most first efforts was not a good thing to do, because to me this is exceptionally easy still. And I would assume that's true for anyone. Like, it's going to be pretty often that a newbie's creation in this game is going to be much easier than something that like someone who's played a lot of the game is used to, I guess. Oh, this pathway... Oh, this leads to the exit of the hold. Okay. That's nice. Not the hold necessarily, maybe just the level, but... There's the level exit, just really awkwardly placed at the end of this long pathway. Here's an empty room. Bye. Okay, sure. We just made an empty room because we could. What's to the south? Did I? Oh, okay. I thought this was one of the rooms that was being pointed out as where it is. Whatever, anyway. What's over here? Okay. It's a weird, like, timing puzzle or something? I guess I need there to be space for a mimic, but I'm pretty sure there's literally always going to be space for a mimic by the time I get there. No matter what I do, aside from just waiting around at the entrance to the room. Ta-da! Well, that was simple. Yeah. Okay. What is this? I mean, I can do that, but I don't have to. There's nothing stopping me from just dropping the trapdoors this way. Oh no, there's like 4 spiders in this room. What a big deal. Okay. Well, this pathway just had an abrupt dead end. This is a thing with a lot of like beginner holds. There seems to be like this habit of making long pathways with nothing at the end. And then you have to backtrack the whole way. Or one of them I don't know. There's like a long pathway with a dead end at the end. You have to backtrack the whole way. And sometimes the dead end is the blue door, but usually it's not. Like, an obviously better hold design is if things are connected and there's no real dead ends. So backtracking isn't too much of an issue. I don't know. It says, if it's the first time you enter here, lowercase I know you don't go to conquer this room in less than 1 minute unless if this room is a trap room. What? You don't go to conquer this room in less than 1 minute and less. Less than 1 minute and less. If this room is a trap room, so lowercase I know you want to conquer the other rooms first. What? Okay, I don't care. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm just gonna do this now. Something about this being a trap room, and I don't know. Pushing the buttons. Why does one of those close the door? There's no point to that. Why is there a mimic? Well, I guess I can use the mimic potion even though I don't need it to just take care of those goblins? How weird. I put a bunch of eyes in a room. Isn't that exciting? No, it's not. You didn't even make any tar for them to grow. Alright. Well, after that word salad scroll, I guess we're done with the level? Okay. Yeah, it's like there's all these single room pathways, and then there's this one long pathway that leads to the exit, which you have no way of knowing that when you first enter the hole. Oh, and as a bonus, you have to redo this if you happen to go this way first. Because this was so much fun the first time. Like, why? You couldn't put a green door somewhere to make this unnecessary? Alright, I doubt I'm going to encounter very much of interest in the rest of this hole, but I want to go down the stairs at least as a formality. Castell Ruins. What happened here to make this Castell Ruins? Sure. What's that say? Prepare to confront Prepare to confront the forces of evil of the Castell Ruins. Yeah, okay. Let's do one more. Different hold. Pandora's Box by Hartley Hare. Pandora's box is an easy medium hold, good for practicing swordless manipulation. Oh. There's also a story, yay. Oh boy, swordless manipulation, huh? Curiosity. One day, Bethro received an odd letter from one Countess Pandora, a renowned but eccentric scientist. It read, Bethro Budkin, I have created a most marvelous contraption. I call it Pandora's Box, a name perhaps a little ironic, as instead of releasing evil, this box traps evil inside it and destroys it. I need you to help test it out, and will expect you to arrive tomorrow at 8 sharpish. There will be no need for a sword. Yours sincerely, Countess Pandora. Bethro was not a particularly clever man, but even he realized ignoring an invitation from Countess Pandora was not a good idea. And anyway, there might be Greckles involved. Okay, number one, I'm not sure if the 8th has the Greek legend of Pandora's box. Number two, if it did, why would there be a family named Pandora for there to be a countess of? Number three, I don't believe as a character action that Bethro would ever read there is no need for a sword in this job, and then not suspiciously bring his sword along anyway. I don't believe for a second that Bethro would not bring a sword if he's told he doesn't need a sword. I mean, it's his sword. It's important to him. Whatever. Anyway. I guess this thing in front of me is Pandora's box. Looks like I'll need to herd the queens into it. That potion will be handy. Alright. Many thanks to beta testers. Dex Stewart, Jay Bluestein, and Curious Shy Rabbit. Alright. So, these queens are gonna spawn before I'm finished with them, right? Kind of an issue. Well, that queen's gonna spawn before I'm through. At least I get a haste potion. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, it doesn't just trap what's inside, it kills it. There's a bit of a difference. How many of these boxes are there? I guess as many as you need? Oh, and no haste potion in this room. Good thing I know about vertical preference. Let's just make a train. Let's not. Oh, I see. I should do the rock golems last because they're going to be annoying and shut off whatever I use for them. Whatever I use them on them. Blah. I'm not too bad at disarmed manipulation in general, I guess. It's just disarmed magic sequences that I'm no good with. What a surprise. Alright, now to put the other golem in the literally anywhere that works. Let's see. Maybe I should go north. Yep, this'll work. Ta-da! Alright, so I'm gonna need one of those roaches, but I don't need both of them, so... Anyway, I don't think I need both of them. I could be wrong. There's not really a lot to bonk against to get things where I need them to be. Because I pretty much need a roach to be distant enough from me that I can pull him into the snake pit. But I don't really see... Like, there's not enough obstacles to do that with, right? Yeah, I don't know how to do this. It's almost impossible to keep both roaches alive and just get to the bottom in the first place. Much less somehow use one of the roaches to keep distance. I don't see that really working. Yeah, I think that's how this is supposed to begin. I'm just not sure how it's supposed to continue. Like, I have to do that because otherwise I can't even get a roach to the south and me surviving anyway. So how am I supposed to create distance between me and a roach? Maybe I should change which way I'm rotating, if possible. I need at least one other obstacle to do anything with this. There's not enough obstacles in this room to work with to actually accurately manipulate roaches into any kind of useful position. can do that, but that's not really helpful. I don't know, I think one tile is the most distance I can reasonably expect. Oh, never mind. Okay. Why that worked, I'm not sure, but I don't think I can get any more. Okay, here we go. I guess this is what we want. I'm still not sure I can get more than 4 tiles of distance, though. Yeah, because it'll close one of those tiles as soon as I get up against this wall again. Move order, man. Freaking move order. I want to change which way I'm rotating without losing the roach, but I don't see how to make that possible. think anything works. The only way I could imagine gaining another tile of space is by rotating the other way, but there's absolutely no way to do that without another roach to block the way for this one. Or without reversing their move orders, which obviously I have no power to do. Or without another obstacle, which I don't have available, etc., etc. This just doesn't seem possible. Because the move order makes it completely necessary to do it exactly like this to gain one tile of space, after which you can make a tile space profit by doing that on either side of this, but then there's absolutely nothing you can do. There's nothing left to try. Because you literally just don't have any moves left. And even though you can hold the roach against the east side of this thing, there's no way to cross it past this force arrow without it going in, which is no good. And there's no way to gain space or to keep the space you seem to gain by being on on the west side of this wall, because the roach is too efficient at chasing. This just seems impossible. This is the problem with making an ultra-linear hole and putting an impossible puzzle in the middle in like the third room. I don't know. Well, Oh. That's... Oh. There we go. How long is this, I wonder? Well, it's apparently the final entry in some kind of trilogy. It seems like something I should save for next time. I also wonder whether I should try to go back to whatever the first of these are first? Did I? Okay. So I guess I should wait and do the second and third one after I get all the way down to Witherwood, which I guess is presumably what the first one's called? Yeah. Okay. Pelcho's Puzzles. It has a first level and it's marked as a pure puzzle fest. It's like 10 till 5, which is when I would normally stop, or in theory would normally stop, is 5. So I'm thinking of just calling it for today, because we've looked at a lot of holds, really. We've done all these, all like 5 of these, even if you just count this as one. That seems like enough for one day. I just don't want to start a brand new thing at like 10 till 5. Even though I could hold over past 5, I kind of don't want to today. I don't know. So this is fine. Alright. So today we looked at Palace of Fine Dream, which is a wonderful word salad existence. Palace of Puzzles, which has this. Sorry, I was trying not to cough saying that. Which has this puzzle in it. Palace of the Travel, which is also just... Here's a level of magic sequence rooms that are giant and annoying. The Palace's Drive, which is even more word salad and kind of okay puzzles, not really. I think Palace of Fine Dream I would place above the Palace's Drive in my ranking, whatever the heck. We looked at Pandora's Box, which I think is pretty good, but has the problem of being too linear. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend. As far as I know, I'll be able to stream next Tuesday and Friday, and then another Tuesday, and then not November 1st, because I'll be visiting home then. So, I really hope I can take enough cough drops for my coughing to completely stop. It is much better lately, And the weather has finally decided to actually be cold instead of continually being springtime hot. So maybe the coughing will go away within a week or so. Hopefully. Anyway, but farewell for now.